It's that time again. It's Brian G. Johnson, and we are getting ready to kick off and have a fantastic live stream. If you're ready to rock and roll, let me know. Can I get a heck yes? Let's talk about YouTube. There's a lot going on. It is great to have you on board. My name is Brian G. Johnson, and I want to let you know that things are going to be okay. Wow, the controversy. The sheer amount of videos being posted about monetization, it's absolutely not sure if it's on purpose. What? Can you guys hear me okay? I think we're fine. I got a message from my pal Andrew, and I wanted to make sure we were okay. Did you guys are hearing me okay? So like I said, wow, there's been so much in... Yes, okay, we are good. Andrew, you threw me off. I went to bed last night, and several hours before that, there was a lot of buzz on YouTube about what was happening to our platform, to the platform that we upload videos to. And YouTube had published the policy update. And it's so hard to go through these things in life where you've got a goal in mind and you're focused on the goal. It's eye of the tiger. You are prepared to move forward, take matters into your own hands, and really stake your claim to decide that it shall be. And yet we're constantly confronted in life with hurdles, with obstacles, with things that stand in our way. And as I began winding down on my day, I read the news about the policy updates. I read the news about YouTubers that were once monetized, no longer being monetized. And I thought, wow, that's traumatic, and that's going to really set a lot of people back. And in this live stream, I want to share with you that I feel for you if you're struggling. I want to let you know that if you are in a position where you're really disappointed and you're unsure, I respect that. I get that. I personally have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars that flowed through Google in the past. I've been there. I've experienced. I'm not a fan of, I know how you feel. I don't subscribe to that kind of a thing. But I have been through something similar and whatnot. So I want to talk about monetization today. We're going to talk about the algorithm. We were going to talk about watch time. And as I got started with my day-to-day, what I left behind yesterday had totally blown up. And what was a loud message about the disdain, the distaste, the displeasure by so many creators was a mild earthquake this morning. I actually published a video sharing some of the ideas that I'm going to share today. But I want to let you know this. At the end of the day, if you are moving forward, if you have something to do that is important to you, things happen in life, and what really shapes a man or a woman is not those things that happen to them, but how they react, the choices they make. And quite honestly, you know, YouTube is the only platform that has made pop stars. Justin Bieber, we'll talk about him as we move forward. YouTube has created a platform for us to not just share a message that we're passionate about, but to amplify it. YouTube has allowed vloggers to quit their job, and that is still the case. And while it's incredibly frustrating, while it can be a challenge when these things happen, at the end of the day, we're talking about a change. And I've done some studying. This is what I know. Now, if you are a YouTuber and your channel is monetized and it's going to be revoked and you're going to lose that, Well, 90% or more, 90% of those people that are losing monetization, they're not making more than $100 a year. So it is a $10 a month or so loss, right? $8 a month. But is that the thing that's going to stop you? Is that what's going to detract you from moving forward and achieving that which you want? If you're excited about being a vlogger, sharing your gameplay, sharing what you're passionate about, don't let this roadblock get in your way. Don't let this stop you from coursing forward, staking your claim, and deciding it shall be. Because this is amazing. This is an amazing platform. Check this out. We're going to switch up here. Do you guys know who this is? Now, you're gonna read, I'm imagining. Let's switch up here. Does anybody know the connection of Arnel Pinda? Anybody? What are you guys doing if you're just joining us? My name is Brian G. Johnson. This is a special TubeBuddy live broadcast. Great to have you here on the live stream. And we're talking about demonetization and whatnot. Anybody know who this is? This is Arnel Pinda, who, yes, Journey. This is the lead singer of Journey. And this kid sang in kind of like bad cover bands, and he sang for, let's see if I can, there we go. He sang in bars and in karaoke, and he did that kind of a thing. And Journey had lost their lead singer. And this picture here, let's see if I can blow this up a little bit. It's going to get pretty pixelated. That's not too bad. So the guitar player there, his name is Neil Sharon. And what happened was Steve Perry was the lead singer of Journey during the 80s, during the heyday of, do you guys remember? Don't stop believing. So bad, so bad. And you know, Steve Perry left the band. And they started trying to find a front man, and there was no front man. They couldn't find a lead singer, and the guitarist, the founding member of Journey, took it on his own accord, and this is what he found. He found this cat right here. He found Arnel Pinda, whatever the heck his name is, and today, like, this is him in the band. Let's see if I can find, check this. This is a good one. Like, look at that. Can you imagine being discovered on YouTube? That is the power of this platform. And yes, we've got the Logan Pauls and the whole Paul gang, or I don't know what the kids' names and whatnot. But I want to let you know that, like, the opportunity that is so amazing, it's still within our grasp. And a lot of people are getting disappointed based on a very small change. Like, think about this. You're going to move forward with your channel, and you're going to publish the videos. You're going to focus on making the changes that are necessary. You're going to have some winners. You're going to have some losers. And as your channel grows, you're going to get monetized. And the difference in the amount of money you're going to make is going to be peanuts. It's not going to be that much. But if you focus on how YouTube is doing you wrong, if you focus on the negative aspects and whatnot, that's going to detract from your ability to focus on your own channel. The very thing that can lead you to here. Like, for me, this is what it's all about. This is what I want. I'm looking to do something worthy. I want to do something that's fun and exciting. I want to not just share my message, I want to amplify it, you know, and nothing has changed. You know what? So, like, just realize that this is a serious issue, and I want to chat with you guys about it today, but holy smokes. Like, let's see if I can, I don't think I can find another one. Like, check this out. Like, if you go back, like, Justin Bieber was discovered Justin Bieber was discovered on YouTube. I mean, this is unbelievable, the opportunity that we all have available to us right now. And if your goal is to be a vlogger or a gamer, like a lot of people have done this, and you can too. It's simply a matter of staking your claim and deciding it shall be, right? So, yeah, the whole monetization thing is definitely a drag, and it is a struggle, and I've been there, and it's constantly more hurdles and whatnot. And I really want to take your questions today, right now in the live stream. We've also got a document that Andrew shared with me, and I want to let you know that don't let this be the thing that gets you bummed out and disappointed for days and days. And here's some good news from the sponsor of this live stream, and it's TubeBuddy. And TubeBuddy, hey, what's going on, K-pop mom? So good to see you. And Stefan, great to have you. Josephine, I saw some of your nice comments earlier. You know, I love the community that we have here. And as I was mentioning, TubeBuddy is a really big part of that. You know, TubeBuddy really supports us as small YouTubers, all growing together. And as I mentioned, this live stream was going to originally be about the watch time algorithm and whatnot. Well, that was funny. But we decided to talk about the whole demonetization, the changes to the partner program. And Phil let me know that they've created a very special discount coupon to allow people that have less than 1,000 subscribers to get a license for TubeBuddy, and it's 50% off. So I think Andrew is going to share that coupon now, or there's probably a link in the description. Anytime you say link in the description, it is your duty as a YouTuber to point down. So really important there. So just know that you can get access to a pro level license of TubeBuddy for 50% off. And that's just one of the amazing things that Phil and the entire team at TubeBuddy have done for the community. I want to say thanks to Phil for that. And I want to say thanks to Andrew Can too. You know, it really is, yes, really, absolutely, SK. That is absolutely the case. So, you know, let's talk about it a little bit. If you've got a question about this whole monetization, about how to grow a channel or whatnot, there's actually a document that I think I'll pull it up now. YouTube, thanks for participating. This must be it. So I believe there's a link there. I just saw it. Andrew is sharing a link now. If you've got questions, feel free to click the link. There may be a link to the document in the description. And again, anytime you mention description and a link, you've got to point down. That is actually in the terms and conditions at YouTube for new incoming YouTubers. And where do I get the questions? I don't see the questions again. Oh, is that it right there? No, that's not it. Andrew, what do I click to get those questions, bud? Da, da, da. Click the pencil. Thank you. All right. Hey, let's see if I still have nothing, bud. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I got nothing. Oh, there it is. I see them. Questions. Questions. Okay, so the first question I see, and guys, before we move on, don't let this thing slow you down. Don't let this bump in the road with monetization deviate from your focus moving forward. You've got great things to share to amplify your message with the world. Do that. First question is, what's the best way to make changes to your channel without without upsetting subscribers? Really a great question. Thank you for that. One of the things to think about is that oftentimes you're probably not going to upset your subscribers as much as you may think so. And furthermore, I've seen a lot of YouTubers who are afraid to make changes to their channel because of subscriber comments. But they're making decisions based on a very small amount of people. Think of it like this. If you're a gamer, your potential audience is in the millions. Millions of people. And if you experiment and you make changes, you may gain hundreds, thousands, who knows, even millions of subscribers. If you get hung up and worried on a small amount of subscribers, 5 or 4, that might be defeating for you. So don't let a small amount of people really deviate. And the best way to make changes is just to make those changes. Don't worry about it too much. I don't think you'll have as many problems as you may think. It is important to stay true to your niche. You don't want to be going in a lot of different directions. So that's the one thing I would really think about. And a playlist are your best friend. That's something you can do. Hey, Rodney, what is going on? Costume CEO Heidi, welcome. The community is large and in charge. I see Vegard there. Welcome. Beanie Draws is in the house too. I love the community that we have together. It's so rewarding, right? You show up on the live stream here. You're visiting with Nick earlier. You watched my video. That's what community is. You know, community isn't everybody's on my channel. Community is we all hang out together and we see each other, we support each other in different places. Let's get on to the next question. This is a great question. This is such an important question. Check this out. What do you do if the videos you are okay with or fine with, they're performing great? You make some videos, you're okay with them, you're not that excited, but they do pretty good. Now the videos you love do poorly. This is really the question. You have to ask yourself, like as you move forward as a YouTuber, what's most important to you? If you want to grow an audience, and by the way, growing an audience is always over here, you got to do this stuff. And sometimes doing this stuff means you don't get to do all the stuff you want to do, which is over here. You've got to really ask yourself, there we go. Do you want to do what you do over here, or do you want to make videos for the community? One of the things you can do is just be aware of that. If you really want to grow, then you've got to focus on what the audience is responding to. A lot of people struggle with this. Well, they want to do it all. They want to do the mom vlogs. They want to do the travel vlogs. But what really works is a tutorial. Or they love live streaming, but it's a certain type of gameplay video that takes off. You've really got to just ask yourself and have the talk with what's more important for you to do, what is important for you to do, what you love, or to build a channel. A great solution to that is to do some of both and just be aware that that's just how it kind of is. It's oftentimes like that in life, is we don't always get exactly what we want. Really great question. Thanks for asking that. Hey, this is a fantastic question. I need to pull up YouTube. The question is, what is good audience retention? Check this out. If we come into YouTube, I'm going to move over and pull up this. Okay, so now you can see my desktop. So what is good audience retention? And furthermore, what exactly are we talking about? I want to pull this up. Man, I got a lot of stuff going on in here now. Let me search real quick for retention. And why should you care? Well, first of all, YouTube tells us that videos with consistently high retention and watch time have the potential to show up more frequently in YouTube search. So obviously we want good retention. And this is what it looks like. When you log in to your YouTube Creator Studio, you want to select an individual video, and then you want to pay attention to the retention. Now, you've noticed I've got a circle around relative audience retention, which is a measurement of how well your video is retaining the audience compared to other videos of a similar length. When you go into relative audience retention, it's the word relative because it's relative to other YouTube videos. And you can see here from 45 seconds to 1:30 minutes, I've got high retention. So that's good, but hard to do. The answer is really based on this. Let's go to YouTube right now. And if I were to search for something like how to groom your poodle, because I would search for that. You're darn right. So the answer, and I want to get rid of that, is, come on, a little bit of a delay. There we go. The answer is based on the ranking videos. So think of it like this. You're going to put in metadata into your video title, right? That's the keywords you add to your video title. That is in the description. You're going to fill out your metadata, and then YouTube looks at that metadata, and then they're going to pull up a bunch of videos, and what they're going to do is they're going to measure the retention based on these videos. So what you want to do is identify a keyword phrase that is not too competitive. This is pretty powerful to think in this manner, because really what you're doing then is you can think about how much authority your channel has. You can be specific about the keywords you target, and at that point you can then look at the results in YouTube, and by identifying how many views the videos have, by identifying how many subscribers the channels have that publish those videos, you can then say, well, can I compete with these videos? And if the answer is yes, then you move forward. So the answer to what's good retention is based on the videos that are ranking in a search. I hope that made sense. Hey, this is a great question. It's about clickbait. And I want to let you know, if you guys have got questions, whether it's about monetization, growing a channel, whatever, feel free to access the link that Andrew repeatedly is sharing. It will take you to a document, and I can answer your questions there. Is clickbait, what is the exact question? Is clickbait every once and then good? So I think the viewer is asking, is clickbait okay every now and then? And the answer is this. I believe, and this is from Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat went on record and he said that as a YouTuber, it's my responsibility to get someone to my video. And I'm willing to put in things like dirty secrets. Like, let me show you here. If we go back to, let's search for, I'm curious what's going to come up here. I'm on the TubeBuddy channel here. So if I search for YouTube algorithm, we're going to search, and I'm guessing we'll see my video in the top. Oh, there I am. That's pretty good. So I'm about 5. Hey, there's 2 of them. So dirty secrets, that's kind of clickbaity, but at the same time, I'm talking about the algorithm. And in this, oh, you can't see the screen. Hang on. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, but I'm going to get the hang of it. I'm certain of it. So here you can see I've got a couple thumbnails, dirty secrets, mission critical. And what I want to do is make the thumbnails engaging. I want to make them easy and understandable. I want people to clearly understand what I'm communicating, and putting in some buzzworthy words like or triggers like dirty secrets. And notice this one here, YouTube algorithm 2018, dirty little secrets. And this video is doing very well. It's getting pushed out into suggested. And is it bad that I'm using this whole dirty little secrets thing? Well, I kind of agree with Casey Neistat. I think it's my responsibility as a YouTuber to get people to my video. And by the way, the video is always, it's over here. And when someone clicks on my video, I then want to do everything in my power to ensure they continue watching. That's great editing. That's great presence on camera. That's focusing on my message. If I am an entertainment channel, it's entertaining people. If it's information, it's providing enough information so that the viewer continues to watch. Excuse me. And if that happens at that point, what I've got is a thumbnail that did its job and a video that also did its job and a viewer that's happy. I think that's fine, right? I think that's totally fine that you use a bit of clickbait to get people to your video if they walk away with a positive viewing experience. Are we good with that? Can we all agree that that's pretty good? And let me tell you, if you watched those other algorithm videos, what I'm dropping in the next few days, I mean, like, it's going to be a pretty good video. That's all I've got to say about that. Andrew says he dug. So let's see if I can blow anything else up here. So far, we're doing pretty good. Let's go back to these questions. I got to say, it's great to have you here, Badass Mindset. Welcome. Andrew Can at Ground Control, thank you for having my back. Rodney, great to have you here. David, what is going on? David says, what do you think is the best type of YouTube content? The content that you're passionate about. The content that has to come out of you. The content that you can't shut up about. When you go out with your pals and you're like, this algorithm thing is neat, and when you're that passionate and you're willing to create great videos, that's what people connect with. Don't create a channel because there's money to be made. Because then you'll be making money and you won't have any fun. Wouldn't that suck? Wouldn't that suck if you could barely pay your bills? Because we all know that YouTube pays crap. You could barely pay your bills and you didn't even like what you did. That would really suck. So the best kind of content to make is that which you're very passionate about. That's what I think anyway. Let's take another question from this document. This is pretty fancy, and if you've got a question, you can find this document in the chat or in the description. Andrew Can is dropping links to this fancy document, and I'm reading the questions. That's how we roll around here. So, question here is, I've got a gaming channel from India, but I'm afraid that due to lack of gaming loving audience in India, my channel won't grow. So the question is, I've got a gaming channel and I'm in India, but unfortunately they're just not loving gaming content. And make no mistake, my friend, there are plenty of people in India that are digging gaming videos. I'm confident of that. And if you move forward and you focus on the audience and you do whatever you can to make better videos, to improve the audio, to improve the lighting, to improve your presence on camera, to connect with an audience and honor what they want, if you focus on that, you will make better decisions, your videos will improve, and you will see that something is going to click. And at that point, you're going to see results. Focus on the audience and focus on making better videos, and I'm confident you can grow your audience. It's challenging. One of the things I want to say to everybody in here is we all want to grow. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get a heck yes? I want to grow. Brother Brian, thank you. And at the point at which we're real with our goals and our wishes, when we realize that we have very high expectations, we can then acknowledge that it's kind of like hitting it big in Hollywood, that you want to be the famous actor, you want to be the lead singer of Journey, you want to be the person that has all that. And that is a big ask. And in order to achieve those dreams and those goals, then just maybe we really got to apply ourselves and do everything in our power to craft and create videos that people deem worthy of our mission. Stake your claim and decide it shall be. That's a great way to get started. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Let's just see, for the fun of it, now and then I like to check in and see how we're doing. Guys, this is unbelievable. Welcome to the live stream. We've got 179 people in the live stream now. Cutting the caboose, such a pleasure. Great to see you again. All my pals are in the house. If you're digging the live stream, let's get a couple shout outs. Leave a comment, click the thumbs up button, and let me know that you're digging it. And if I can get a manual account, someone just drop me a like count. How many likes do we have? And I'll take a look later and see how we're doing. But yeah, you know, our dreams are mighty big here on YouTube, and it takes a lot of effort and whatnot. Let's see. We've got 117 likes. That's unbelievable. Hey, Texas Treasure Gal, my friend. Whoa, you guys, there's a lot of people here. Whoa, slow down with the chat. This is a lot of pressure for me to handle. I need you to slow it down. Guys, it's so great to have you here. Let's hear it again for Andrew Can, really doing a fine job with the comments and support and the wonderful stuff he does on his channel. Thank you, Andrew, for having our back. I want to shout out Phil at TubeBuddy for providing something of an amazing offer. If you don't have TubeBuddy and this whole demonetization has got you down, well, know that there's a new coupon out for TubeBuddy that gives you 50% price reduction. There's a link to the coupon in the description, details on that, so check that out. It's like 1K subs or something like that. So check that out. Amazing. I really do. I like Phil a lot. I like Andrew a lot. I like everybody at the TubeBuddy a company. They do such amazing work. I love TubeBuddy. It's a great plugin, and I just don't say that. I use TubeBuddy. It's helpful for me. When I created a video this morning, I've got the new fancy Mac right there. You can see the setup here in all its glory, right? Monitors everywhere, dual monitors. And I was setting this thing up, and I hadn't installed TubeBuddy yet. And super helpful for me to use that plugin. And I apologize for that. I hope if anybody had to barf, I apologize. And I can't even make it go back to normal again. Never, Brian, never ever, under any circumstances, move everything around like you just did. Just don't even do that. That's about as good as it's going to get. And right there. So what are we've got 147 likes. That is amazing. Man, this has been fantastic. Let's get back to the questions. And definitely, like, I'm watching me. That was weird. Don't ever, it's like live streaming inception. Yeah. David, welcome. David Hall, great to have you here. Should you be putting all of your work in one video or just make a couple of videos that are mediocre? Never think about making a mediocre video ever. Always try to create something pretty grand. And then once in a while, do what you can to create what's called a hero video. According to YouTube, a hero video is one that you really create to speak to your audience. You put extra time and love into it with the hopes of blowing up. I've got one of those coming out in a day or so on the YouTube algorithm, because that's what I really am excited about, the geeky stuff, right? So I think the best way to move forward is you want to publish good videos regularly, and then once in a while create something special. Brian, please explain the new YouTube policy. Creative Queen, first off, here's the new policy. You've got to have 1,000 subscribers to monetize your channel. And at that point, when you have 1,000 subscribers, you've got to have 4,000 hours of watch time, which is a lot. And YouTube's making this change not to hurt you, not to hurt any small YouTubers, but to protect the platform. Because at the end of the day, if the advertisers go away, nobody gets paid, including YouTube. And think about this. How do you think this site maintains itself? How do you think they pay for the bandwidth? Can you imagine the hosting bill for YouTube? Where do they put all these videos? Every day, there are billions, millions of videos uploaded. They've got to take care of the advertisers, because if they don't, they will leave. And YouTube will no longer exist and will never be here. What I want you to think about is the fact that you can move forward, you can publish your videos, you can monetize your channel, you can course forward, and at some point you're going to cross that bridge and you're going to monetize. The changes of what it used to be to what it is now means you're going to earn maybe 30 bucks or 50 bucks less in the course of your channel. Think about that. $30, $50. I know that's a lot of money for some people, but in the lifespan of your channel, I believe it's not the thing you want to focus on. Focus on your next great video. Focus on growing your channel, because when you do that, at one day you will move forward. You will achieve monetization. You will be in the partner program, and it will be worth it. A lot of people are getting bummed out and disappointed, and I understand it's hard to grow a channel. It takes effort, but man, if this is the thing that discourages them, that's really a bummer. Let's take another question from this document over here. Let's see what we got here. Let's do a fancy transition, because we're pretty fancy around here. I don't know if you noticed, but clearly that's got some fanciness here. So we talked about the retention. We talked about clickbait. We talked about gaming channels in India. Okay, so this is another question about gaming, and the question is, I haven't been able to find games that get views on YouTube. So I think we just had, whoa, what happened? There we go, right there. So I think what you want to do is focus on the game you love. Switching to individual. I don't know what individual is. Response. Questions. It is what it is. I think I'm doing okay, Andrew. I'll just keep rolling. So the question is I haven't been able to find games that get views, and what should I do? Again, I think you want to focus on the game you love and keep making videos, but really try hard to make an amazing video. And the truth of the matter is, like, gaming is very saturated. There are a lot of gamers, but there's also a lot of opportunity. Last year, I watched 5 channels go from a few hundred subscribers to thousands. One of those 5 quit their job. They quit their job. They do YouTube now full-time, and they leverage PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which is very, very competitive. It's very saturated now, but still, make no question about it, a huge amount of opportunity in that game. What you want to do is focus on your videos, not the game. You want to make great videos. The truth of the matter is, a lot of times people say to me, Brian, I'm doing everything I'm doing everything and nothing's working. And every time I go to their channel, I immediately find all kinds of stuff, and it's apparent to me that they're not doing everything. So focus and understand and be honest and objective with yourself that you possibly can do better. And if you have that kind of mentality, then over time, when you're publishing videos based on a game you love, and you're trying to find strategic ways in which to do that, like let me show you. Let's jump over here. I do this kind of stuff all the time. I show this stuff all the time. The reason is because it works like freaking gangbusters, right? Here's what I see a lot of people doing. They do this kind of thing. Like I love, okay, player, unknowns, battlegrounds, and then they don't even think about like what kind of video they're going to make. They just like, and then they take the title and the keyword phrase and they put it in their title. But if you really look for opportunity, scroll through the alphabet, use TubeBuddy to identify opportunity and keywords. This is one of the ways I do that, by just scrolling through the alphabet. Make a video on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds best gun. Okay? Like, let me show you. Like, if you just look at PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, it does this to me every single darn time. Check this out, guys. There are 2.3 million results. But if I go, like, let's find another keyword phrase here. Driving. Where did I see that? Right here, driving. Okay, we went from 2.3 million to 235,000. And now you could make this kind of a thing, right? Like this video, this guy is great, by the way. If you are a gamer, subscribe to this channel, and this is what you've got to do. This is a great example. I'm so glad I landed here. I just found this kid, and he's a genius. Like, he does really interesting things on YouTube. He makes videos that are fun, that are different, and he plays the game in a unique way. And I guarantee you, he spends a lot of time on making great videos. So for me, this is kind of the way to move forward, and so with gaming, and to be able to get those results that you're after. Find the game you love, and then, oops, almost, Brian. I did switch, but then I didn't hit the other switch, so now I did. Find the game you love, make videos that you'd want to watch, and practice the art of being a YouTuber, and expect it to be hard, because it is. It's hard. But it's really worth it, and it's a lot of fun, and you can make a lot of money, and you can meet a lot of friends. There's a lot of great things about it. So that's pretty cool. You can do all those things. Let's see what we got going on here now. Vizzy says, just give it time and focus on quality content and be consistent. That is it. Freaking genius comment. Give it time, be consistent, and focus on creating quality content. It's not complicated. The expectations that many people have are kind of they're a little out of whack, right? If it were easy, it would be getting boring. Yeah, exactly. You know, but it's like, just kind of keep trying. Just try to create content that is worthy, and so on. You're a real estate whisperer. Welcome. If you build it, they will come. Not. I think that was a joke. So let's see here. Let's see how many likes we have now. And this is what you never want to do, this, gang. Never, ever, under any circumstances, watch yourself live streaming. It's like live streaming inside of a live stream, very dangerous. Bad things can happen. 161 likes. Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for those. Let's get some more questions here. I'll jump up here. Here's an idea. If you want to create great videos, 3 things. There are 3 things that all great YouTubers have in common, no matter what. 3 things. Number 1, they are congruent with the needs and wants of the viewers in their niche. In other words, congruency means in harmony. Why is my, let's do this. Let's see, we go like that. Transition again, that looks a little bit better. Congruency means in harmony with one. So think of it as the videos a creator creates are in harmony with the needs and wants of the viewers, and they do well. That's the first thing you want to do. The second thing you want to do is you want to give people a real compelling reason to watch your videos. You want to be fun, engaging, compelling, better editing, better presence on camera, better lighting, better storytelling, compelling, really powerful. And lastly, this one is, I love this one. Clarity. You want to be clear. Every great YouTuber I've ever watched is very clear with their delivery. Even if they're a comedian, I've seen PewDiePie. He's made some great videos. I wish he'd go back and make some great videos. It's been a while, PewDiePie. PewDiePie, do you remember that video that you made on how to like record your game capture? That was freaking comedic genius. And PewDiePie was very clear. He acted like a spaz, but it was very easy for the audience to follow. He leveraged clarity. Casey Neistat clearly communicates in his videos. It's easy to follow. When I watch Nick Nimmin, he clearly communicates, just like Roberto Blake and all the people in my niche and industry. Those are the 3 things you really want to have going for yourself. Why does it keep doing that? You're driving me nuts. Let's see if I can, and then I pull it like that, and then I transition again. Clarity. Those are the 3 things. Congruency. Compelling content. And lastly, you want to be clear. You want to have clarity in your delivery. And when you do those 3 things and you do them well, you'll see people respond. Very, very powerful. This has been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have had fun. And I want to let you know that this is yet another hurdle that we're faced with here on YouTube. And this is the platform growing up. This is the platform maturing. And there are a lot of low-class channels that YouTube wanted to do away with. And unfortunately, a lot of good channels creating good content that viewers love are getting caught up. And if that's you, my heart goes out to you. That's a tough one for sure. People can tell if you are fake. Yeah, exactly. They can tell if you're fake, you know, and when you're just real and authentic, like I do me. I'm a little quirky. I'm a little goofy. If I'm in front of some pals at an event, I'm going to act goofy, but not all the time. And I feel like it's kind of the same guy today. It took me a while to get here. In fact, it took a whole pile of videos, but I'm me. Yo, Art with Max, what is going on? And it's Brian with an I. Nice to see you, my friend. Big channels don't care. Yes, there are plenty of big channels that do care, my friend. Glitchy Bear, they do care. But you know what? When you get big, it's hard to keep up with everything and everybody. So just know that it may seem like big channels don't care, but you know what? A lot of people do care. Hey, no problem. Oh, I see what you did, Art with Max. Oops, sorry, Brian. Spelled with a Y. Wise guy, I like it. What's your message here on YouTube? What is your message that you want to bring to the world? Mine is this, that if you want success, then stake your claim and don't just share your message, but amplify it. And when you do that, you'll inspire people to take action. And I go like this because I literally think of a mouse clicking the subscribe button. When somebody subscribes, you've inspired them to take action. And one of the things you can do as a YouTuber is really dial in your messaging. Nick Nimmons is start right now. I remember me and Nick, we had a meeting and we were talking about intros. And I said, Nick, when you do your intro, tell people, you know, get started by start right now by clicking the subscribe button. And that's his messaging. Mine is stake your claim, amplify your message. And these are the things we can all do as YouTubers. It's really about creating a powerful brand, just like Apple or Nike. I'm looking around if I've got any Apple boxes. I've got so many Apple boxes around this joint. Let's take another question here. How can we easily get 4,000 hours of watch time? Better to upload short videos or long videos? Oh, really great question. What you want to do, I love this question. Thank you so much. What is the easiest way to get those 4,000 hours? And then the question becomes shorter content or longer content. For me personally, the way I go about it is I make the videos I'm really passionate about. And if it's a 5-minute video, I don't make it 7 minutes. I don't try to shorten it to 3 because that's perfect. I make a 5-minute video. What I always do is I try to make that video as short as possible. If my video takes me 20 minutes, I'm covering a tremendous amount of information. It's a deep dive, and the video is 20 minutes. I never artificially boost the length of a video. I always try to keep them as short and concise as possible. I edit like a madman, or my editing team does. I cut out any fluff, and if it's a short video, it's a short video. Again, I think the emphasis is not on is it shorter or better. It's the best video you can make, and by honoring the audience and their wants and needs, you'll move forward. Great question. Thank you so much. What's the best way to... did that one already. I'm going to refresh this page because I can. And let's see. If I click on that, does anything happen then? Jade, I don't think so. No. Okay, let's just go back here. Try this. Hey Scott, what's going on? Welcome to the TubeBuddy live stream. Guys, if you missed it, we've got an amazing offer right now on TubeBuddy, especially for those smaller channels that are struggling to make it happen. Check out the link in the description. There's a coupon code and a special link for that. Really good stuff from TubeBuddy. Cutting the Caboose says, I found 8 to 12 minutes is a sweet spot for my shows. You know, for me personally, that's a good time length too. 5-6 minutes to 10 minutes is kind of where I fall typically. Yes, Katie Adventure says 1K TubeBuddy, I think it was. 1K Buddy. 1K Buddy is the coupon code. Again, the coupon code is 1K Buddy for 50% off. Very amazing offer from the fine folks at TubeBuddy. Very cool. How to get views. Oh, how to get our videos on other video suggestions. Funny you should ask. I'm actually releasing a video that I've spent quite a long time on, probably about 3 weeks. I probably put in 15 hours into the script. You know how I've been talking about making those great videos? Like, I take time to make my videos. 15 hours on the script, but I am confident it's going to pay off, and I'm willing to do that. So if you're wondering about suggested videos, know that I've got a video coming out probably tomorrow or the following day. A couple things. YouTube talks about split testing videos in suggested. What does that look like? Let me show you. I want to show you my screen right now. Let me do some clicking here. Fancy clicking going on. Nobody told me I'd have to do that. I thought I was going to make videos, but here we are live streaming. YouTube, I want to see what's going to happen here now. YouTube partner program. And then let's search for update. Okay, so our live stream is ranking. Hey, check that out. Pretty darn good. 15 million results, and we are number 3. But that's not what I want to see. I'm actually looking for... Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's just see what happens here. Hey, look at who's number 1 under suggested videos. It's a good thing that happened. Wouldn't that have been awkward if I was talking about, like, I've got a video coming out on how to get into suggested? Well, one of the things you really want to think about is that these videos in the up next section, the suggested videos, YouTube split test these videos against one another. And what that means is if nobody clicks on your video, then your watch time per click, per impression is going to drop. So YouTube has gone on record and they've said that we split test videos in suggested, and our goal is to identify expected watch time per impression. Let me say that again. Very important. Expected watch time per impression. So if nobody clicks your thumbnail, your expected watch time will plummet and drop. But if you're a small channel and you work hard at creating great thumbnails and people click those thumbnails often, it is a huge boost. Because if the average click-through rate is 1%, but your click-through rate is 2%, you're going to get double the expected watch time, and that's going to help you to do well. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to stay here, right? I don't know. I got to click that and then transition. But right now, this is looking pretty good. I made a good thumbnail, video's doing well, and so fantastic. You know, it's working. So just realize that one of the things that's really important to do is to focus on creating great thumbnails. And I'll mention that I'm on revision number 6 or 7. In fact, I want to show you the journey. You know, it's like it takes time to do this stuff. If we go back to my channel, and if you look at my videos, and we go way back, way back, we go date added, the oldest. Now, some of these I haven't changed because I want to show you, like these with the white background, I don't like them because YouTube is white. I feel like a solid color really pops. Look at how this trans views really pops against all these. The red, the black borders, really powerful stuff. And you can see I've slowly transitioned. Now, this was probably version 2.0, 3.0 of my thumbnails. And I started with these splats, but I found that these angular borders help my videos pop more, so I went with that. Then I went with this font, which I've now traded. If you look at what I'm doing now, I use a font that my designer told me to use when I first hired him. I think that it looks better. And lately, I'm adding in dirty secrets in the text, and it's a specific font. Like it took me a number of different fonts. Here, you can see it says dirty secrets. Just really testing things out, really being specific, thinking about what I'm doing to get the results, and it's worked. And I want to let you know that anybody, no matter of age, race, creed, religion, experience, or lack thereof, can absolutely succeed on YouTube. When you move forward, when you believe it's possible, when you don't let go, when you let go of hoping or wondering, and you say, it's going to be, I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to stake my claim. When you do that, people will take notice. When you do that, you're going to feel powerful. You're going to feel excited about what's happening, and your videos will start to improve. And when you do that consistently, when you stay in your lane, when you keep publishing those videos and you carry on, one day you'll wake up and you'll say, I just drove 150 subscribers and my channel is blowing up. That's what's happening for me right now. Things are going great. And you can do it too. I believe in you. TubeBuddy is here to support you. This is a community filled with amazing creators, and it's yours for the taking. Friend, do not hope or wonder what may be, but decide it shall be and stake your claim. Over and out. I'll see you on the next Brian G live stream on TubeBuddy.